bidder on both will be in what I call the winning position. But the auction, just remember, on the real estate is not over until after we offer the two tracks together. Introduce those that will be helping us. Chuck Dykus. Chuck is the listing agent on this auction. If you visited, called our office, you probably spoke to Chuck. Carrie's here is going to help us on the personal property. Spencer's here, Doug, Pete, David Brewer, and we have Caitlin inside the office trailer. And we do really appreciate all of you being here. Some of you have asked about being on our mailing list. If you registered with us today, you'll be on it, and you'll be notified of future auctions, either by direct mail or internet or whatever you choose to get your notifications. I will tell you, the best way to keep up with what we're doing, though, is on the website at wilsonauctioneers.com. Go to the website. You'll see the auction calendar. You can scroll down and see where we're going to be next, and that's really the easiest way to keep up with us. Mr. Taylor, who we're selling for, where is he? He's right here. Here he is. Great guy to work for, and I'm not just saying that because you're standing in front of me, but we sell for a lot of people. Basically, he just told me a while ago, he said, I ran a very successful business out of this location for 18 years, and said, I'm just tired, and so I've decided now's the time for somebody else to do what's been good to me for a long time. So that's why we're here. This is not a bankruptcy. This is not a foreclosure. This is not a have-to auction. This is a want-to auction. That's why we're here. He's already moved, got another place, doesn't need this real estate, so somebody else is going to have an opportunity to own it today. So I want to make that clear before we get started. Again, we're going to offer this in two tracks like I indicated. What we're calling track one is the 2.5 acres in the house, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,128 square feet. Track two is the 2.5 acres with a 40 by 50 shop building. Now, a couple of things you need to know about. There's a little portable storage building back behind this house. We're going to sell that separate. The little storage building back here we're going to sell separate. The containers that are sitting over here on track number 2, just on the other side of the shop building, those will be sold separate. So if you buy that track, you're not buying the 2 containers. They'll be sold separate. Just to make a couple of announcements before I get into this, and forget this. If track 2, the shop building and 2.5 acres, sells separate from track 1, in other words, if there's 2 different buyers on 1 and 2, track 2, the water and the power is connected. Actually, there's city water here. The house is on city water, so that's not an issue. But the little well house you see right there, which is on this track, that's where the water comes from to the shop. So whoever if this sells separate, who buys track 2, it'll be your responsibility to set your own meter and get your own power hooked up. And also you'll be you'll need to set a water meter and get hooked up to the city water because the well is on this property that provides water for track 2. If they sell together, it's not an issue, obviously. You go on and do what you've been doing. But I did want to make that announcement and make sure you understood that. We do have a little bit of furniture that'll sell separate in the house. The washer and dryer will sell separate. Is there refrigerators? We're going to sell the refrigerator separate. Of course, any built-in appliances stay with the real estate. The shutters that are inside the house obviously stay with the house. Any light fixtures, obviously, we're not going to sell any of those separate. Those will stay with the house. There is power on here, and the power will be left on until closing, and then it'll be your responsibility to transfer utilities at closing. Terms on the real estate today is $5,000 down per track as earnest money. We ask you to be prepared. If you're the high bidder on one, you'll owe us $5,000 cashier's check. If you're the high bidder on both, it'll be a $10,000 cashier's check. Balance due at closing, title insurance and a warranty deed. You're buying the property free and clear. There's no liens, mortgages, or encumbrances on it today. And we will be using White County Title Company, located in Searcy. will be responsible for doing the closing, and this is in BB School District. We do ask you to be ready, willing, and able to close within 30 days from today. Now, what that means is this. This property is selling today as if it's a cash transaction. It means you got to pay for it within 30 days. You can finance if you want to. That's not an issue at all. We have no problem with you getting your money anywhere you want to get it. But you need to understand that this is not selling subject to you financing. So as long as you know you can get the money and close within 30 days, go ahead and bid on the property, one or both tracks, whatever you want to do. But you are responsible to close within 30 days. It is selling as if it's a cash transaction. You're buying it free and clear, no liens, no mortgages, no encumbrances, no back taxes, nothing. You're buying it free and clear, and you'll get title insurance and a warranty deed at closing. Okay. It'll be immediate possession at closing. The day we close, we'll hand you the keys. If you're buying this, for instance, to live in, and you've sold your other property and you need to move in quickly, we could probably close this transaction tomorrow. It won't take us 30. We're ready. We're ready. So we can close quickly within the next day or two. If you're a cash buyer and you want to go ahead and get it done so you can be living in the house, you could do that certainly by this weekend if you chose to and choose to. Okay, $5,000 down per track. We'll offer them separate. We'll offer track 1, then we'll offer track 2, then we'll total the 2 together, go from there. The way it brings the most money is the way it'll be sold. $5,000 down per, as is, where is. You're buying free and clear, no liens, no mortgages, no encumbrances. Excuse me. Any questions, anybody on the real estate? Okay. Any questions, anybody? Yes, yes, I will.
Just remember there are some restrictions on the subdivision that's out here.
Yeah. Part of your information packet, David has reminded me, this subdivision does have a bill of assurance on it, which means there are some restrictions. You can't have a junkyard in here, for instance. I think there's also a mobile home restriction. You can't put a mobile home in here. You can't run a herd of cows and that kind of thing.
We're just telling you.
I'm just telling you what the restrictions say. You can do anything you want to.
Yeah. Once you buy it, you do what you want to do.
You can put a mobile home park in here. I don't care. But now, whether the subdivision will live with it, I don't know. But I'm just telling you, if there is a restriction, you'll be responsible for those, and I did want to make you aware of that. Don't forget the 10% buyer's premium today. It simply means whatever you bid, you add 10% to that amount, that's what you pay. You bid $100,000 on the real estate, you're paying $110. You bid $200,000, you're paying $220. You bid $1,000 on a piece of equipment, you're paying $1,100. So bid accordingly. There is no sales tax on anything. And we'll tell you more about the equipment when we get over there to it. Again, the order of the sale, we'll do the real estate first, then we'll jump right inside the house, knock those few pieces out in there, then we'll go right across, start on the four-wheeler, come right down the line, work our way through the shop, and the auction will be over. Let me go ahead and say this when we get on equipment. Several of you have asked about moving things. We do obviously strongly suggest that anything you buy inside the shop that you can pick up and take with you, you ought to take with you today, because you're buying it, you're leaving at your own risk. Anything you leave, it's your property. It's your property. If you leave a machine and you come back tomorrow or this afternoon late to pick it up and it's gone, it still belongs to you. So you are responsible for it. Now, somebody asked earlier about as wet as it is, how are you going to get this trailer and generator out of the yard over here that's in the back? Maybe a helicopter. I don't know. Or wait until July till it dries out enough that you can get in there. But you cannot get in there now with anything without really doing a lot of damage to whoever buys that property. And they're probably not going to be real happy if you tear their yard all up. So, again, bid on that piece, understanding that you're going to have to figure out how to get it out without tearing the yard up. Okay? Anything else, anything that's sitting outside, if you need a few days, whatever, to move it, like the containers, that's fine. That's not going to be an issue. All right, any questions on the real estate? I think we're ready. Everybody understands. Let me ask you to do me one more favor. I start every auction half for a long time by saying a word of prayer. Let me ask you to bow your head. I'm going to pray and we're going to begin. Father, thank you for today. Thank you for this beautiful time of year. Thank you for holding the rain off today for us. I pray that everybody on the ground today, give them safety as they leave. I pray for our seller today. Let your will be done in this transaction. And I thank you for letting us live in this country where we're free to do what we're even doing today. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you very much. Let's have an auction sale now, and just keep in mind, it does not matter where it starts. It matters where it stops. On the house and tract 1, 2.5 acres, nice 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Let's sell it. Start it on me, dollar to give for it. Started when I buy it. Started on me, dollar to give for it. Kick it off somewhere. How much? 100,000. How much? 20,000. Sir, I'm just like a graveyard. I got to take whatever's given to me, but that's all right. That's a start. 20,000, 30,000. Thank you. I've got it in 3 different places, Doug. Now 40, 30, 40. Thank you. Now 50, 50. Thank you. Now 50, 50,000 to get 50, 50. 75,000. That's more than I had. Now 80, 75 to give 80, 75. The bid back here now. You're out. 75, 80, now 5. 80,000 in the middle of the buy when you give 85, sir. Now 90. 85 to give 90, 90, 90 to give 90,000. The bid back up front. 85, that's him. 85, 90. 85 to give 90, 90, 90 to give $90,000 bill. 85,000, now 90. 85 to give 90. Sir, it's only money. 85, now 90. 85 to give 90, 90, 90 to give 90,000. 85, now 90. 85 to give 90, 90, 90 to give $90,000 bill. 85, now 90. 86,000. Is that what he's trying to tell me? 86,000. 86,000. 86,000. That's what I thought he was trying to tell me. I've got 85 here. 86,000. 85 to give 86. I'll take 1,000. 85, 86,000. 85 to give 86. Guys are out over here. 85,000, now 6. 85,000, 86,000 in the middle of my body, 86,000 on a bill. 85,000, 86,000, are you done? 85,000, 86,000, anybody? 85,000, 86,000 in the middle of my body, give 86,000. 85,000, 86,000. 85,000, 86,000 in the middle of my body, give 86. 85,006. 85,006. Folks, when you're through, we're going to hold the bid at the highest bid, offer track 2, put them together, and this thing's going to be done. Right now is your opportunity, especially if you're only interested in the house. You need to jump in. 85,000 is the bid. 86,000, 85,000, 86,000 in the middle of my $86,000 bill. 85, 86, are you done? 85, 86,000, last call. 85, 86,000 in the middle of my, excuse me, 86,000, anybody else? I think they're waiting till the end. Doug, I loaned my pen. Give me one of your ink pens for somebody. I forgot to get it back a while ago. 86,000, last call. Let's hold the bid at $85,000. Buyers $756. 85,000 plus the buyer's premium on track 1. Track 2 now is the 40 by 50 shop building. Got a nice place to build another house. The other side of it, again, you'll be responsible for getting hooked up to city water and getting a meter set for your power. 40 by 50 building, 2.5 acres, great location, ready to go. Start it on me, done to get for it. 50,000, where it's got to be worth that. 50,000. You want them both? Start it. How much? 25, thank you, now 30. 30, thank you, now 5. 35 to get 5, now 40. 40, thank you, now 5. 45 to get 5, 5 to 45,000. 45, now 50. 45 to get 50. David, he's out. The bid's up here at 45, now 50. 45 to get 50, 50 to 50,000. 45, now 50. 45 to get 50, 50 to 50,000 in the middle of my $50,000 bill. 45 now 50. 45 when you get 50, 50, 50 to 50,000. 45 now 50. See if you'll get 46. 45, 46,000. 45, 46,000. $46,000 bill. 45 now 6. Are you done? 45,000, 46,000. Last call. 45,000, 46,000. $46,000. 46,000. Is he done, David? Let's hold the bid one more time. 45,000, same way. 756, 45,000. That's 130 if my math is correct.
Yes, sir.
We've got 130,000 plus the buyer's premium bid on in its entirety. This auction is going to be over very shortly. In its entirety now, I've got 130, 135 wherein you can buy the pair. 135,000, 135,000, 135, 130,000, 135. Any interest? 130,000, 135,000, $135,000 bill. Are you done? 135,000 last call. 135,000, 135. Anybody else? Last call. Any more interest? Are they done? Then I'm going to sell it right here at 130,000 for the pair. Bidder 756. I got in trouble last time when I did this for not saying my words I use on TV a little bit, so I'm going to do it now. And I sold it. 130,000, 756. Thank you, sir, very much. Thank you. All right, now, Chuck, if you want to get